Today's video is going to be short and sweet, but to paraphrase an old saying, it's not the length of the video, it's what you do with the meat. Let's make some smoked chili. Here we go. For this dish, we're going to be using some fire roasted tomatoes. We're going to be using some cumin, some chili powder, half an onion, 4 cloves of garlic, some pork chorizo sausage, and a chuck roast, which I smoked in my Chili Colorado video. And if you haven't seen that, give it a look. And to top it off, 1 beer. Step number 1, I'm going to cut this into sizable chunks. Just to remind folks who have not seen the Chili Colorado video, I smoked this to 150 degrees. It's just before it was going to start rendering fat. And then I chilled it. You're not going to want a ton of fat in it, so we're going to go ahead and take some of this out. Chuck roast is all chopped up. I'm going to chop up half the onion, and I'm going to chop up the garlic. I'm going to saute those. Then I'm going to cook the chorizo, and we're going to add this into a crock pot with the other goodies. Meat in. Chorizo, I cooked this already. And if you're wondering about a recipe, don't worry. I'm going to put everything I'm doing down in the description. Diced fire roasted tomatoes. Crushed fire roasted tomatoes. Tomato sauce. And a little bit of tomato paste. I'm going to throw in the onion and the garlic that I cooked. Once I finished cooking the chorizo sausage, I went ahead and threw this in so I didn't waste any of that fat. So this has been cooked in the chorizo drippings. Add in the cumin and the chili powder. We're going to give this a stir. And I'm going to do about 8 ounces of beer. This is a tall boy, so I don't need all this, but I will finish it off. Use whatever beer you're comfortable with, whatever beer you like. This is a local brewery near me, Mill Creek. They're really good. And this is their Mexican lager. It's already smelling great, and I haven't even turned the heat on yet. The smokiness in this recipe is going to come from the fact that I smoked the chuck roast, and I'm putting fire roasted tomatoes in it. You can bump it up even further if you choose. Do this in a Dutch oven, leave it open, put it on your smoker. About every 30 minutes to an hour, stir it around. Do that for 2 or 3 hours, and then finish it off. I'm going to do it in the crock pot because it's much easier that way. Lid on. We're going to set this for anywhere from 7 to 8 hours on the low setting, and then we will be serving it up. Now you may be asking yourself, where are the beans? I grew up eating chili with beans. I'm leaving them out of this recipe. I tend to find as I grow older, I'm not necessarily a bean fan in my chili. And I know that can start some arguments with folks. I'm not here to tell you what's right or wrong. If you want to add beans to this, drop those suckers in. It's all about making it yours. Do what you like. Eight hours later, here we are. We've topped it with some Mexican crema, some green onion, and a little bit of Fritos. Because what goes better with chili than Fritos? It smells delicious all day long. As I was walking through the house, you kept smelling it. You could smell the beer. You could smell the meat, all the smokiness. I'm ready to eat it. Let's get a taste of this. Cheers. You get the smokiness from the meat coming through, the fire roasting of the vegetables. It's awesome. The crunchiness from the Fritos, spot on. This is an awesome recipe. I love it. If you have the ability to do some prep work ahead of time, you can smoke your chuck roast. You could even smoke a brisket flat if you want to. Save it for a day or two later. You can chunk it up, throw it in the crock pot, let it go all day. Dinner is served that night. Tasty. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give me a like, give me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, get up, go out, cook some good food, be a little bit better tomorrow than you were today, and I will catch you next time.